Okay, I get asked this question all the time, so I'm going to try to do my best to let you know the reason that we left the church is because it became contaminated by Trumpism. I do not recommend for everybody to do that. I know there are still so many wonderful churches, but what happened with us is that we were in an Assembly of God church and we adored our pastor, wonderful, wonderful shepherd. But as that Trumpism started coming into the church, it started to be more and more uncomfortable for us. So we were already praying about it, I would say, by like 2017, but we prayed for like 3 solid years. So what ended up happening is Assemblies of God leadership sent somebody to our church to share the message of salvation and so that he could tell us how many people he had gotten saved. I write this story in the book because it was a little bit arrogant to begin with, but he took to the pulpit up front and he started his story, but then he went on to say how Trump was trying to save America and how godly he was, and how the crazy Democrats were trying to impeach him. This was during the in his first impeachment. I thought I was going to hurl right there in my seat. I did get up and leave, but that was the sign that Steve and I needed, that it was time to leave, because I felt like if you are under church authority, so whoever's at the top, that authority is, you are, if you are in that institution, you are somewhat under their leadership, even if they're not your direct leader. And so we felt that he had been, for him to make the comments that he made, he was contaminated by the yeast of Herod, the pollution of Herod, which is what uh, Jesus warns about in Mark 8:15. And so there was no way that we could stay there and feel comfortable about that decision. So I tell in the book, we have made so many wonderful friends of different denominations. We've done home church, we visited the Episcopal Church. We are staying grounded in the word. We are staying in fellowship, staying in prayer, staying in Bible study. I want to let you know something. God reserves the right to leave a building. We see this in 1 Samuel 4. We see this in Ezekiel 10. So there is no guarantee that just because you are in a church atmosphere that God's glory is in that building. Particularly God does not share glory with an idol. So if there is leadership in your church that is idolizing Donald Trump, that would be my that would that would be where I would exit. Because God does not share glory with an idol. And I just want to remind you, if this does calm you at all, because God showed me this verse when we were going through all of this decision making, and it calmed my spirit. It in John 1:14, where it says that Jesus became the Word and he dwelled among us. And that word dwell is the New Testament version of the Old Testament word for tabernacle. He tabernacled among us. He has not left your side, he has not left your spirit. He is with you wherever you go.